Hello and welcome to Good, Better, Behtareen. My special guest tonight is a lady with a multifaceted personality, a woman of substance and strength who has so many feathers in her cap. You name it, she's done it. And she's an inspiration to so many friends, myself being fortunate enough to be one of them. She is a TV presenter. She is an emotional health and well-being influencer. She is an IT service manager and she is a hands-on active mom. Let's welcome Miss Uroos Raza Khan. Hello Uroos and welcome to the show.
Hi, Fazia. Thank you for having me.
Uroos, thank you so much for making time for my viewers. And rather than going on and on, which I easily can about what you've done, you're so creative and intuitive and hands on with everything. Let's hear it from you. If I were to ask you to begin right at the beginning of your journey, studies, academics, life choices, and the path you took, how would you begin?
Fazia, I was always extremely ambitious person right from the very, very beginning. And I remember as a grade five little girl, I had this dream after learning about our country, Australia, that it's a continent and a country at the same time. This was quite a big, fascinating thing for for a fifth grader. And I was like, I want to go to Australia, and here I am. So I studied my bachelor's in IT in UAE with the university affiliated with University of Portsmouth. Now I was never into IT. I was always into creative stuff, but being in the Middle East, your choices are quite limited as to what you want to do. So I pursued IT. I worked a little bit in IT in Abu Dhabi, and then I came to Australia and yeah, I came to do my master's MBIT from RMIT. And during my studies, I got my PR, settled here, got married, and then I traveled pretty much around the world. It's good fun. And then for about 5 years ago, I had this urge that I want to find out, like you see very passionate people like Steve Jobs or was Steve Jobs or Mark Zuckerberg or Bill Gates, they're so passionate about whatever it is that they do. So I said to myself and to my counselor that I want to find that. What is that? Like I try so many things. I try them and then I get bored and I dump them. I want to find one passion that I can pursue regardless of whatever circumstances. And she gave me a few questions and I answered those questions. And then, according to that, public speaking was one of those things. And online with the community in Pakistan and Pakistan community over here, I finally come down to my refined version of being an emotional health and well-being influencer and presenter. And here I'm in front of you.
All right. So it took you a journey of exploration to finally find and discover your true north, your true calling.
Absolutely.
See, I'm convinced that this was meant for you because I've seen that you put your heart and soul into it.
I do. And that's what brings it alive.
Yes. Urus, it's wonderful that you are working and that you are building your professional image and you are managing to influence so many people, so many of your audience in such a positive and uplifting manner with your talks on meditation and looking inward to find the answers, being introspective rather than being extrospective. Would you care to share your story of how you connect with community and how you like to engage with your media audiences?
So that's a very good question, Fozia. People tend to. This is where people mostly get wrong. It's not me looking for them. It's them looking for me. When people have this inward desire that they want answers, you go on a tandem search looking for answers, and that's how people end up finding me. So it's not really me connecting to them; it's them connecting to me, and that's what I always say that you have to bring the best of yourself out there, and people who would need to hear what you have to say will come and connect with you. I hope that makes sense. It's a different concept. I know everybody keeps saying you got to refine your audience, you got to pick your niche and then talk about it, or stop. I mean, you do your best. People who will connect with you, or their energies will connect with you, will come to you anyway, regardless you pick your niche or not.
Actually, I know exactly what you mean, because when we put something out there, call it the law of attraction, call it a magnetic field
Absolutely.
that you're creating, but like-minded people and those who are vibrating on the same frequency, or whose
They will
message,
come to you.
they'll come to you. And it's uncanny sometimes, Rose. I've seen that when I'm consumed with a particular idea, lo and behold, I bump into people who are thinking along those same lines. So
Yep.
there is something happening. Yes.
Yep, there is definitely something happening.
Yes. We are drawn to what is similar to us.
Absolutely.
A lot more pressure on what we are thinking about and what we are engaged in. We should make sure it's positive, because as soon as we start focusing on something, we become a magnet to attract more of it.
Yep, and that's why they say that कि अगर हालात खराब भी हो ना, मायूसी हराम है इस्लाम में, या you shouldn't be disappointed. That's exactly the reason, because if you focus on mayusi or disappointment, guess what you're gonna get? More mayusi and disappointment.
That's just more food for thought for us, that we have to be really
Absolutely.
careful, especially the food and nourishment that we take up here. We are always focusing on what we are eating, and we are what we eat, but we are also what we eat mentally. Talk about your hobbies. Would you care to talk about any? Because I know that you are a very active girl and that you've got a thumb in every pie. So, what are the latest hobbies that are your pastime?
So, Fazia, believe it or not, my latest out of the hot off the press hobby is horse riding, which I immensely enjoy. The reason why I started was just because horses are very big animals, as you know, and all animals, plants are pure positive energy. So if you want to be very, very positive, you want to be spending more time with the animals. And an animal like horse that is twice the size of you, if you're looking at a proper horse, that's three times probably the size of you.
Mhm.
So you get engulfed in their positivity and you become the true version of who you are, बिकॉज इतने बड़े लाइक सोर्स ऑफ पॉजिटिव एनर्जी के सामने आपकी तो कोई औकात नहीं रहेगी ना नेगेटिविटी की. तो यू बिकम दैट प्योर पॉजिटिव एनर्जी. And Fozia, the way I got attracted to you during, now we are opening up, but prior, like few weeks back when we were in the lockdown, I used to go down near my house, about 10 minutes drive, and that was big farms, and I heard the horses making noises, and I was like, "Yeah, I want to be close to a horse." Like this was this impulse, a deep down desire. जैसे क्या ना कि एकदम दिल बेचैन हो जाता है उस चीज के लिए. I had that extreme desire, and that was like 5 weeks ago. And luckily, then I happened to become friends with the people who run that farm, and he was like, "Do you want to come and pet the horse?" मैंने कहा नेकी और पूछ पूछ और मैं तो गले लगाने के लिए तैयार हूँ, तुम क्या पेटिंग की बात कर रहे हो. And that was the first time I realized that why they say that horse is a big blob of pure positive energy. I mean, उसकी energy ने मुझे इतना engulf कर लिया कि I felt like I was being showered with positive energy. And the horse was just wow. And then I decided I want to learn, spend more time with the horse, because if you are into self development and self awareness, you want to know who you are, who you want to know what your personality is, then you should spend more time with the horses, because horses will teach you a lot more about you, only because they're pure positive energy. You are in their energy, you become positive energy as well, and then you learn who you are. You remove all the other energies that you have taken from your parents or children or husband or neighbors or friends or whatever. You become you. And then so I've taken 4 classes so far, and it's hard work. I wasn't expecting that, but yes, it's just and you know what, the horses also teach you the right way. Like for example, for myself, I'm a very kind person at heart, and generally I'm very kind. And my trainer is going like, Uroos, you gotta be firm with the horse. And I'm like, it's an animal. It can't talk. I can't be, like today he was telling me, Uroos, you gotta kick with your heel on his heart to make it run. I'm like, oh my God, that just
No,
hurt
we
me
can't do
so
that.
much. I just wear my normal runners, but even with the runners, I can't. It's just like the way he said it. And I said to him, you know what? Even you just saying this sentence hurts this so much. I don't think so. I can do it. But horses will have their way. Then they'll just start doing whatever they want. You're gonna get your grip firm. So that's one skill that I'm learning at the moment now, to be firm be kind, but be firm.
And
So that's a
control.
good skill.
Yeah. And do you have with the saddle, do you have the reins?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, today I was actually trotting very fast. I was actually making the horse run and going up and down with the horse. It was amazing. The weather is really good today,
I
and
know this
it's
is
an
going to
open
be the
area, and the
right.
wind was blowing in my hair, and it was out of the world
Picture perfect
experience.
moment.
It is. It is.
So Urus, now you've started to canter and then trot and then very soon you'll be galloping.
I hope so. It's
Yeah. Urus, would you like to share a little about, because I can see I've visited your place and I know that those are a couple of your paintings on the
yes.
wall. What does painting do for you? Is it therapeutic? How do you enjoy it?
So yes, the painting you can see behind is definitely one of mine. And then of course you've been to my place, and on my place has all of my paintings. I haven't painted in a while, Fozia, but whenever I paint, it is it is a sort of expression. Sometimes it's hard to express through words. It's hard to uh, generally, I've always felt it difficult to express. Not anymore. I'm pretty good at it, but in the past I found it really hard to express. And that's why I started painting, because it helped me express what I was feeling. And that's why you can see I always make palm trees which are high up in the air and very very
Hmm.
hard to catch and get to the top. So that's a very clear representation of where I want to be in life. But anyway, so yeah, so for painting for me has been a form of expressing myself.
Hmm.
And now that I've gotten a lot better at it, with thanks to the meditation and the mindfulness I use in my everyday life, I don't have that problem anymore. But regardless, I still enjoy painting.
Yes, and you should continue, because if it is bringing peace and tranquility and serenity to you, and as you said, this is one of your ways of expressing yourself. Because Urus, you and I, we've read, heard, and spoken about non-verbal expression. And
Yes.
I've found, Urus, that the different ways of non-verbal expression, they bring a lot of harmony and peace inside when we don't
Yep.
have to rely on words. So many activities. Some people like to paint, some people like to sketch and draw, some people write. I find that when I write and when I commit words to paper rather than saying them out aloud, that's my way of catharsis and therapy, and my
Yep.
hobby as well.
Yep. Yep. I know.
Urus, I know it's going to sound like the next link in the chain. My next question is, what are some emotional challenges you have faced as a mother or a wife or a woman, or Urus, maybe just as an individual, just as a person? What are the emotional challenges you faced in life, and how have you overcome them?
So Fozia, uh, I can talk both as an individual and as a female. It doesn't bother me, but as in emotional challenges, we women are always seen as someone very sensitive and emotional and delicate and all that kind of stuff.
Vulnerable.
I always saw myself opposite, and I was like, नहीं मैं ऐसी नहीं हूँ. I don't want to be that delicate. I don't want to be that. I want to be a person who can do कुछ भी कर सकते हैं. What does it matter that if I'm a female and I can't be rough and tough and all of that. And my mom used to go like, you're a girl and this and that. And it's like, what does it matter? And you know, alhamdulillah, Allah ka shukar hai, I have been able to prove in many aspects of my life that it doesn't matter, you know. And but yes, having said that, in the start I did face those, and I faced those challenges. Emotions are a very normal thing, Fozia, and that's what I tell my daughter all the time. There's nothing wrong with emotions. There's nothing wrong with crying or being happy or being angry. Emotions are just energy, and you need to like let it flow. Just like एक दरिया बह रहा होता है, उसके अगर कोई कुछ लगा दिया जाए तो it doesn't flow and it creates, you know, एक डैम sort of बन जाता है, फिर overfill हो जाता है, and then it bursts and it creates a lot of damage. Your emotions are the same, they are energy, and that it should keep flowing. If you're going to keep it bottled up within yourself, the next thing you know कि आप ज़्यादा बीमार होने लगेंगे. You know, yeah, मैं बहुत बीमार भी पड़ती थी because I used to do that. You know, all those emotions, keep it held in, but now I don't. If I'm angry, I admit it, I'm angry, and I'll tell other people to give me space. I'm angry. If I'm anxious, I will admit it, and I'll meditate to calm myself down. When I'm happy, I really don't do anything. I just be happy.
Yeah, that's one way to look at it, and that's a really good approach. Embracing life, celebrating all the good things in life, and trying to keep looking at the bright side of the picture.
Yeah.
Because I know it's been said a gazillion times, but we human beings, we are pretty incorrigible and incurable people. We will look at the painting and we will look at the dark side of the picture and worry more about it rather than look at the brightly lit and the bright side of the picture. Whatever life has offered to us, if we just stay focused on that, we can capitalize on it and make that grow rather than look at those dimly lit areas.
Yep, absolutely.
All right, wonderful. Just keep on doing that. Urus, you've just spoken about your emotions. And because we are speaking to Urus, who speaks on positivity, Urus, what are your mental health strategies and how do you maintain to keep your thoughts positive and how do you manage to stay driven and progress oriented mentally?
So, Fozia, there are lots of strategies out there that you can use to stay positive. But I want to share three of my favorite ones, which are part of my everyday's routine. One of them is, I know it's hard and many people find it hard, but one of the biggest reason why I stay this positive and grounded and focused is because of meditation. I meditate every day for 15 minutes, and that then gives me real sense of calm. There is another benefit to meditation, which is, you know, you spoke earlier about the law of attraction. जब हम constantly सोच रहे होते हैं ना, तो हम sort of समझे कि we are filling up a grid of ख्वाहिशें. Whatever it is, positive or negative, doesn't matter. Whatever it is that you're thinking, you're filling up a grid, sort of जो check boxes होते हैं ना कि अच्छा ये चाहिए, ये नहीं चाहिए, ऐसे चाहिए. We're constantly thinking and we are constantly asking कि अभी ऐसे होना चाहिए, वैसे होना चाहिए, so उसने ऐसा क्यों किया, उसको every time you go like अच्छा ये फौजिया ने ऐसा क्यों कहा, you're basically asking फौजिया को ऐसे नहीं ऐसे कहना चाहिए था, या फिर खाना मुझसे क्यों खराब बना, you're asking खाना अच्छा बनना चाहिए था, या कि यू नो ये फूल कितने प्यारे लग रहे हैं, तो यू आर काइंड ऑफ अट्रैक्टिंग, हाँ मुझे और ऐसे फूल चाहिए. So what basically I'm saying is कि हम जब सोचते रहते हैं, बोलते रहते हैं, we are constantly in the process of asking. ये बिल्कुल वैसी ही है कि आप Amazon पे या eBay पे बैठ गए और आप डिलीवर ऑर्डर 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 पे क्लिक कर रहे हैं. What we don't do is we don't become, or we don't come in the receiving mode. और रिसीविंग मोड कब होता है, वो कहते हैं ना कि कबूलियत की घड़ी. So कबूलियत की घड़ी, or whatever it is you want to call it, is when you quiet your mind, when you stop ordering and just wait to receive, just quiet, just stop clicking that mouse and then receive. So meditation basically helps you to get into a receiving mode by quieting your mind, stop asking, I'm ready to receive what I've asked for. So that's what meditation helps with. अच्छा सिर्फ meditation ही एक तरीका नहीं है. The second thing that I do is writing a gratitude journal. Appreciating or appreciating anything and everything and affirming it with a thank you is another way of saying back to the universe, okay, I want more of this. I'm really enjoying the flowers. I would really like more. I'm really enjoying my job. I would like more of these things. So automatically वो चीजें आएंगी. तो ऐसा नहीं होता कि बुरी चीजें होती हैं हमें सजा देने के लिए या अच्छी चीजें होती हैं हमें सवाब देने के लिए. The reality is whatever it is that you focus on, you're gonna get it. इसलिए my second step every day, what I do is I write 10 things that I'm grateful for. I learned that from Rhonda Byrne's book called Magic. 10 things you're grateful for and why. So for example, I am grateful for water because it hydrates us. And thus likke, then I read them again, and after every point I say thank you. And I intend for my day in the morning in advance. मैं शुरू में सुबह में कह देती हूँ thank you so much for an amazing day. तो वो ऑटोमेटिकली जो है ना डे अमेजिंग हो जाता है. या thank you so much. एक और thing that you can do is thank you very much for a great news coming today. You'll always get a great news. एडवांस में ही थैंक यू कर दिया ना, शुक्र अदा कर दिया, अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह, दिन अच्छा गुजरेगा, दिन अच्छा गुजरेगा. And then the last thing that I do for Zia, and again आपको तो पता है कि मेलबर्न का वेदर बहुत unpredictable है, so it can't happen every day, is I walk. I go for half an hour at least walk in the morning, and that I only do because आप और मैं ना being human beings, our energies fluctuate. ठीक है ना, कभी आप बहुत खुश होती हैं, कभी आप सैड होती हैं, कभी आप फिक्रमंद होती हैं, whatever. But when you go for a walk in nature and look at plants and whatever, उनकी जो होती है ना एनर्जी स्टेबल होती है. वो अप एंड डाउन पीक नहीं करते आपकी और मेरी तरह. They are constant. And when you look at them constantly, then you are also balancing your energy. So those are the 3 things I highly recommend everyone. If they can incorporate ek bhi na, to it will massively change your life. Be it meditation or gratitude or a walk. I do all 3 of them because I really like to stay in that really high vibrations. So I do all 3 of them. But yeah, those are my 3 things I would say. They've been it's been about a year now. Oh my God, we're in November. So yeah, fully a year that I've been practicing them, and my life has changed dramatically, immensely.
I must say, Uroos, that you have outlined and underlined the most important things: positive affirmations, meditation, and looking inward, and also getting close to nature. And as you said, Uroos, that we human beings, we are experiencing fluctuations in our moods and mind, body, and spirit every second. And if we want stability and peace, we have to connect to nature. And I remember, and
Yes.
I'm quoting you, a few months ago, you said that when we walk barefooted, we earth our charges and all the negative charges are released, and we pick up
Yep.
all the positive charges from nature.
Yep.
And that is so, that resonates with all of us, and yes, we can feel it. We've heard them in different ways and different words since we were children. Our elders used to encourage us to walk barefooted on the green grass in the morning.
Absolutely.
It's all linked. And you said gratitude. I think to adopt an attitude of gratitude, and if we link it, we have been told, "Lain shakartum lazidannakum." In the Quran, we find that
Yep.
Allah Ta'ala is telling us, तुम जितना शुक्र करोगे, मैं और ज़्यादा अता फरमाऊंगा. तो
Absolutely.
वो शुक्र गुजारी वाला एक एटीट्यूड है. आई थिंक वो हमको हमेशा हेल्प करता है, हमको हील करने में हेल्प करता है, और हमको वाकई हमारे ऊपर ड्यू है कि हम सब नेमतों का शुक्र करें.
Absolutely.
Just this conversation has been a shot in the arm of positivity. I hope viewers, you have also enjoyed the lovely things and the messages and the positive affirmation, the visualization exercises that Uroos does on a daily basis. If we can manage to do it like her on a daily basis, well and good. But any beginning is a step in the right direction. So,
100%.
Urus, any other thing, any message you would like to give to the viewers before I say thank you to you?
Fozia, I would just like to tell your viewers that, take it easy. Take it easy. I mean, like, we're not on a rat race. Like, क्या मिल जाएगा कोई चीज पहले पाके later पाके the whole, वो कहते हैं ना, जब हम छुट्टियों पे जाते हैं, हम फ्लाइट लेते हैं, फला जगह पहुंचते हैं, एंजॉय करते हैं, घूमते फिरते हैं, घर आ जाते हैं. अगर फौजिया मैं आपसे कहूँ, इवेंचुअली तो घर ही आना है ना, तो जाए क्यों रहे हो? क्यों रहे हो? For the experience of it. So this life is the same. You come here for the experience of it. So enjoy it. Live fully.
Wow.
That's it.
Pretty deep and philosophical, because we've been sent here for a reason, for the experience. And yes, we have to return to where we came from. Uru,
Absolutely.
on this wonderful food for thought, I'll thank you for your time and
Thank you.
really enjoyed talking to you.
Likewise. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Have a beautiful evening and we'll reconnect soon. Okay.
Inshallah.
Okay, bye.
See ya.
Wonderful.
Bye.